Welcome back to the Inner Circle, to Anything You Want, the only frequency where celebrity news is elevated to an art form. We are the curators of the fleeting moment, the historians of modern romance. Today, we leave the gray noise of the city behind and transport you to a setting where the sky bleeds into the ocean, and silence is the ultimate luxury. We are tracking the footsteps of two souls who have captured the collective imagination, Yağmur Yüksel and Barış Baktaş. They sought refuge in the turquoise embrace of the Maldives, but as we know, in the world of the ultra-famous, privacy is merely an illusion. We have the images, the whispers, and the behind-the-scenes details of a getaway that may very well be the prologue to a new chapter in their lives. But before we dive into these crystal-clear waters, ensure your ticket to this journey is validated. Crush that subscribe button, ignite the notification bell, and if you truly wish to support our independent, deep-dive storytelling, click the join button. Your patronage fuels our passion. Now, let us unravel the mystery of this island escape. To understand the magnitude of this vacation, one must first appreciate the pressure cooker from which they escaped. The relentless machinery of their hit series, Bloodflowers, Kensisekleri, demands a toll that is often invisible to the viewer. Long hours, emotional exhaustion, and the claustrophobia of constant scrutiny. For Yağmur Yüksel and Barış Baktaş, the Maldives was not simply a holiday destination, it was a necessary sanctuary. It was a strategic retreat into anonymity, a desperate bid to rediscover the rhythm of their own heartbeats away from the director's cut. The narrative reaching us is one of profound restoration. The couple, who had been separated by the brutal architecture of their work schedules, reportedly chose this secluded island specifically for its promise of isolation. They sought a place where the only script was the whispering wind and the only audience was the horizon. However, the lens of the paparazzi is omnipresent. The silence they sought has ironically spoken volumes to us, revealing a connection that thrives when the lights go down. This was a breath of fresh air, a recalibration of their shared reality, proving that even amidst the chaos of stardom, they prioritize the sanctity of US. The photographic evidence that has emerged from their private villa is nothing short of a Renaissance painting brought to life. Social media did not just react, it ignited. The images depict a scene that feels almost too perfect, a curated reality that blurs the line between life and art. Yağmur Yüksel, radiating an ethereal, understated elegance, was captured with a minimalist aesthetic, light makeup allowing her natural beauty to mirror the purity of her surroundings. Beside her, Barış Baktaş embodied a relaxed yet protective energy, his demeanor stripping away the intensity of his on-screen persona to reveal a man simply at peace. We see them walking hand in hand along the pristine white sands, a visual metaphor for their journey together against the world. They ran into the surf with a childlike abandon, shedding the heavy coats of their celebrity status to simply be two young people in love. In one particularly poignant frame, Yağmur is seen leaning her head on Barış's shoulder, her laughter frozen in time, while he gazes at her with a look that can only be described as reverent. It is this specific sparkle in his eyes, a mixture of adoration and relief, that has driven fans into a frenzy. Comments flooding the digital sphere, claiming this love is extraordinary and demanding an immediate wedding, are not just fan fiction, they are a reaction to the palpable chemistry radiating from a mere photograph. I must pause and ask you, the perceptive viewers of Anything You Want, do you believe a vacation of this magnitude is just a break, or is it a test run for a life together? When a couple travels to the most romantic place on earth, does it signal a deepening of the bond that goes beyond dating? Share your theories in the comments. We read everything. As the sun began its descent, painting the Maldivian sky in violent shades of violet and burnt orange, the narrative shifted from playful to profoundly romantic. A private table, set upon the sand, became the stage for what many are calling the culmination of their romance. Surrounded by lanterns that created a path of light stretching toward the infinite sea, the couple engaged in a candlelit dinner that seemed to exist outside of time. The sensory details provided by witnesses are striking. The gentle percussion of the waves provided the soundtrack to a conversation that appeared intense and intimate. Telephoto lenses captured Barış leaning in, whispering secrets into Yağmur's ear, words that elicited a cascade of laughter and affectionate glances from her. These are the moments that cannot be scripted. The way she looked at him in the flickering candlelight suggests a level of comfort and emotional safety that is rare. It is a tableau of intimacy, two people alone in a vast world, finding their entire universe across the table. The romance extended beyond the shore and into the depths. Later in the week, images surfaced of the duo exploring the coral reefs, diving hand in hand into the underwater world. This activity serves as a powerful metaphor for their relationship, navigating a beautiful but foreign environment, relying entirely on one another for safety and direction. The dive team accompanying them broke their professional silence to offer a quote that has since gone viral. Seeing them together was like a scene from a movie, they didn't even separate underwater. This testimony reinforces the idea that their bond is magnetic, physical, and constant. Upon resurfacing, Yağmur reportedly embraced Barış, breathless and exhilarated, uttering the words, "I'm so glad I came." This simple sentence carries the weight of a revelation, an acknowledgement that this escape was not just wanted, but needed. It was a restoration of the soul. In a world of noise, true luxury is silence. The couple, known lovers of tranquility and nature, were spotted on the terrace of their villa, lying in a hammock under a canopy of stars that city dwellers can only dream of. The caption accompanying this image, "True love brings so much peace," felt less like a PR statement and more like a sigh of relief. But the romance was active, not just passive. Whispers from the resort staff suggest that Barış Baktaş orchestrated a series of romantic ambushes. In a gesture reminiscent of a classic courtship, he allegedly arranged for their room to be filled with her favorite tropical flowers. Furthermore, during a visit to the local artisanal markets, a moment of pure spontaneity melted hearts. When Yağmur admired a handcrafted seashell necklace, Barış didn't hesitate, he purchased it immediately, fastening it around her neck, a small, tangible token of a memory made. The climax of this island narrative occurred during a traditional Maldivian dance performance hosted by the hotel. As the rhythms of the island filled the air, Barış reportedly took the lead, guiding a surprised but delighted Yağmur to the dance floor. In front of strangers and guests, they moved together, a public declaration of unity that drew applause from onlookers. It was described as the most romantic moment of the year, a scene where life imitated the highest forms of art. But the night held one final, secret act. It is rumored that Barış prepared a heart shape made of candles on the private stretch of beach outside their villa, placing a framed photograph of them in the center. The emotional impact on Yağmur was said to be overwhelming, leading to tears of joy and a long embrace. This was not for the cameras, this was for her. It suggests a man who is not just participating in a relationship, but actively nurturing it, building memories that will outlast the vacation. We are witnessing a story that feels like it's building toward a crescendo. If you are enjoying this detailed chronicle of Yağmur and Barış's escape, please hit the like button right now. It helps us continue to bring you these high-quality narratives. And don't forget, by clicking join, you become a producer of this channel. Now, let's discuss the rumors of the big decision. As the vacation drew to its close, the atmosphere around the couple shifted from relaxation to deep contemplation. Witnesses observed them engaging in long, serious conversations, their body language suggesting discussions about the future rather than the present. One specific rumor has set the tabloids on fire. During one of these moonlit dialogues, Barış reportedly took Yağmur's hand and delivered a speech of significant gravity. While the exact words were carried away by the ocean breeze, the sentiment interpreted by onlookers was clear. They were discussing taking the relationship to the next level. Is this the prelude to an engagement announcement? Is the big decision a wedding, a move, or a new joint project? Sources close to the couple insist that this vacation was a turning point, solidifying a bond that is now unbreakable. The industry is buzzing with the expectation of a major announcement. Yağmur Yüksel and Barış Baktaş went to the Maldives to escape the world, but in doing so, they showed the world what true connection looks like. They have returned not just with tan lines and souvenirs, but with a renewed foundation for their relationship. They have reconnected in the silence, danced in the firelight, and perhaps, just perhaps, charted a course for a lifetime together. We will be here, watching for that next big announcement. Was there a ring hidden in the sand? Only time will tell. Thank you for tuning in to Anything You Want. We are your eyes and ears in the world of the elite. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the join button to support independent celebrity journalism. Until next time, remember, paradise is not a place, it's a person.